Om Shanti. Good morning. So today is Murli for 24th March 25. The essence is, sweet children, this knowledge makes you cool. This knowledge finishes the fire of lust and anger. Such fires cannot be finished by you performing devotion. So this knowledge helps us finish the fires of lust and anger, because these fires cannot be finished by performing devotion. And we see the proof of so many, sannyasis or priests, and they all have anger. Even though the sannyasis are um, pure, so they are celibate, but they still have anger, ego, anger. It is only with this knowledge that we can remove all of these vices, the fires of lust and anger and arrogance. Question: what main effort do you have to make to have remembrance? Answer: at the time of sitting in remembrance of the Father, not even your own body should be remembered. Be soul conscious and remember the Father. This is the effort you have to make. It is in this that there are obstacles, because you have been body conscious for half a cycle. Devotion means remembering bodies. So when we perform devotion, we are looking at the idols, which is the bodies, images. So devotion means remembering images. And remembrance means remembering the one without an image, physical image, body, image of the body. And for that, we have to finish the consciousness of this body. Om Shanti. You children know that solitude is absolutely necessary for remembrance. You cannot stay in remembrance of the Father in a crowd as much as you can in silence and solitude. When children study in a school, they study in solitude. Here too, you need solitude. Even when you go touring around, the pilgrimage of remembrance is the main thing. So even if you're going on vacation anywhere, pilgrimage of remembrance is the main thing, as long as you keep remembering Baba. This study is very easy. For half a cycle since the beginning of the kingdom of Maya, you have been body conscious. The first enemy is body consciousness. Instead of remembering the Father, you remember bodies. That is called arrogance of the body. Here, you children are told to become soul conscious. Only in this effort is required. So, effort is required in becoming soul conscious. You have now been liberated from performing devotion. Devotion is performed with your bodies. You have to take your bodies to pilgrimage places, etc. You go to have a glimpse, to do this and to do that. Your bodies have to go. Here, your only thought is that you are souls and that you have to remember the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. So on devotion, or for anything physical, when we create a thought that, oh, I want to go there, the body has to go, right? The soul goes with the body physically. But here in remembrance of the Father, it's only a thought away. The body doesn't travel. The soul uses the mind and intellect to travel. Remember the Supreme Father. To the extent that you remember Baba, accordingly your sins will be cut away. Your sins can never be cut away on the path of devotion. An elderly person would have the concern that if he didn't perform devotion, there would be a great loss and he would become an atheist. It is as though there is fire in devotion and coolness in this knowledge. The fires of lust and anger are finished by this. On the path of devotion, people have such devotional feelings that they continue to make effort. For instance, they may go to Badrinath and have a vision. What happens then? Just by having a vision, we don't become pure. So, what happens then? They would have that pure feeling and not keep anyone but Badrinath in their intellects. Previously, they would go on foot. The father says, I fulfill their desires for a temporary period. I grant them a vision, but I do not meet them through that. They cannot receive this inheritance without me. So, inheritance cannot be received just by visions. It is by remembering Baba, connecting to Baba, knowing Him. So, only from me do you claim this inheritance. All of those are bodily beings. You receive this inheritance from only the Father, the Creator, whereas all the rest, whether living or non living, are the creation. So, deities are also creation. Sannyasis, living, anyone, right? Gurus, everybody is a creation. The Creator is one. So, Baba says, by remembering the creation, you don't receive any inheritance. Inheritance is received from the Creator. You cannot receive the inheritance from creation. Only the Father is the purifier. Kumaris have to be very cautious about being influenced by bad company. The Father says, by becoming impure, you receive sorrow from its beginning through the middle until the end. At present, all are impure. You now have to become pure. The incorporeal Father comes and teaches you. Don't ever think that it is Brahma who is teaching you. Everyone's intellect should go to Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba is teaching us through this one. It is Shiv Baba who teaches even the dadis. What hospitality will you offer him? God specially comes to teach me what his hospitality can we offer to him. You bring grapes and mangoes for Shiv Baba, but Shiv Baba says, I am the one who is beyond experiencing, a bhokta. He doesn't taste. Everything is for you, children. Devotees offer bhog and then they distribute it amongst themselves and eat it. I do not eat it. The Father says, I come to teach you, children, and make you pure. After you have become pure, you claim such a high status. This is my business. They speak of the versions of God Shiv. They don't speak of the versions of God Brahma. They do not say Brahma speaks. Even though this one may be conducting the Murlis, always consider it to be Shiv Baba who is conducting the Murlis. So even though sometimes Brahma Baba speaks knowledge based on his experience and understanding, right? But always remember that it is Shiv Baba who is conducting the Murli. Baba understands when someone will be shot by an arrow very well, and so he enters the one who is speaking. The arrow of this knowledge is said to be very sharp. There is so much power in science. There are so many bomb blasts, etc. You stay in so much silence. You achieve victory over science with silence. You purify this world, but you first have to purify yourselves. According to the drama, you have to become pure. This is why destruction is fixed. You have to remain very cheerful by understanding the drama. We now have to go to the land of peace. The Father says that is your home. You should go to your home in great happiness. You have to make a lot of effort to become soul conscious in this. Baba emphasizes this pilgrimage of remembrance. Only in this is there effort. The Father asks, is it easy to remember me whilst walking and moving around or while sitting in one place? What is easier? Normally, it's sitting in one place, which is easier because I'm sitting with a dedicated thought, I'm sitting with determination. While walking and moving around, we get distracted sometimes. So people on the path of devotion sit and turn the beads of a rosary so much. They also continue to chant Ram Ram, but there's no benefit in that. The father tells you children very easy methods. When you are preparing food or whatever else you are doing, stay in remembrance of the father. On the path of devotion, when they prepare bhog at Srinath, they put a cover over their mouth so that there isn't the slightest noise. They cover their mouth while preparing bhog so that even the vibration through words doesn't reach the bhog that is being prepared. That is the path of devotion. You have to remember the Father. Those people prepare bhog, but no one eats that. It's only the family of the guide who eat it. They don't distribute it to everyone. That bhog is eaten by the gurus. Here you know that it is Shiv Baba who is teaching you. On the path of devotion, they don't consider it to be Shiv Baba who is teaching them. Although they have created the Shiv Puran, they have mixed Shiv and Parvati and Shiv and Shankar in that. There's no benefit in studying that. Each one has to study his own scripture. The people of Bharat have the Gita, the Christians have only one Bible. The scriptures of the deities is the Gita. Doesn't mean that the deities are studying Gita or reading Gita, but the deities became deities because of practicing the knowledge of Gita, which is what Baba speaks to us right now. There is this knowledge in that. It is only knowledge that is studied. You have to study this knowledge. You do not have anything to do with the books that mention anything about battles, like the Mahabharata. So Baba says, there's this knowledge. We are the ones with the power of yoga. And so why should we listen to things of those who have physical power? Whether it is Ramayana where Ram is shown fighting with Ravan physically. The Baba says, in fact, you do not even have a battle. You conquer the five vices with the power of yoga. Your battle is with the five vices. So it's not a physical war. There it is the human beings who fight human beings, whereas you fight your own vices. Sannyasis cannot explain these things. You are not taught to do drill, etc. You only have the one drill. And yesterday Baba gave us the drill of I am an angel becoming a deity. So detach from everything of this world, detach from this old body, old world, old sanskars. I'm an angel bringing benefit to the world. I'm becoming a deity. So yours is the power of yoga. You conquer the five vices with the power of yoga. Those five vices are your enemies, and out of those, body consciousness is number one. The Father says each of you is a soul. You, the souls, come down here and enter a womb, whereas I become present in this body. So Baba enters, so becomes present in the body of Brahma. I do not enter a womb. In the golden age, you stay in the palace of a womb, and then in the kingdom of Ravan, you go into the jail of a womb, whereas I simply incarnate. This is known as a divine birth. According to the drama, I have to enter this one, and I name him Brahma. I name him Brahma because he belongs to me. When children are adopted, they are given such beautiful names. You were also given very good names, like Dadi Prakashmani. Prakashmani. Her original name was something else. Prakashmani. Dadi Gulzar. Gulzar was the name given by Baba. Gulzar means rose. Prakashmani means jewel of light. Hmm? So all names were given by Baba and they all have meanings. So Dadi Gulzar's name was Shobha. and Dadi Prakashmani's name was Rama. So Baba changed those names. So there was a wonderful list of names that came through a trance messenger. Baba does not remember all the names. There's no connection with the names. Names are only given to the bodies. The Father now says, consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. That's all. You know that you are becoming worthy of worship deities, and then you will then rule. Then on the path of devotion, there will only be your images. Many images of the deities are created. Souls too are worshipped. They create saligrams out of clay and then they break them up at night. They decorate the images of the deities, worship them, and then sink them in the ocean. The Father says they even create an image of me, feed it, and then they say that I am in pebbles and stones. They have degraded me the most. You have become so poor. It's only poor ones who then claim a high status. Wealthy ones are scarcely able to take this knowledge. What would Baba do by taking so much from wealthy ones? Here, everything is created through every drop of the children. So, Baba didn't ask any wealthy ones for their contributions or donations or anything. Only children who belong to Baba, who understand who God is, what is his task, who practice meditation, who connect to Baba, Baba only takes from them. So they say, Baba put one brick in my name, and they think that in return they will receive palaces of gold and silver. So it is the bhavna with which Baba's children give. There's plenty of gold there. There will be bricks of gold. Therefore, buildings will be built of it. So the father says with a lot of love, sweet, sweet children, you must now remember me. The play is now coming to an end. The Father gives methods to you who are children to make you wealthy. Sweet children, whatever you have, transfer all of it. Nothing will remain here. Whatever you transfer from here, you will receive it 100 times in the new world. Baba doesn't ask you for anything. He is the bestower. So think about it. Even when we go on vacations, we transfer our bags to the airlines and we know that they will give it to me when I land. Or sometimes, even when we have carry ons, we don't sit with the carry on bags, we put it up in the cabin. So, but then if there's any emergency landing, they say leave everything and just get down. So, what happens to the bags and baggages? We leave everything behind. So, anything physical, we will leave behind. What we take with us are the sanskars, the net karmic account, the purity, the virtues that I have imbibed in the soul. So even the bags and baggages of the wealth, the money, the gold, the jewelry, the houses, all of this will be left behind. The soul leaves, even this body is left behind. The soul leaves with the sanskars. So Baba doesn't ask you for anything. He is the bestower. He's simply telling you a method. Everything here is to turn to dust. If you transfer something, you will receive it in that new world. It is now time for the destruction of this old world. So if you want to transfer, transfer to Baba. And then Baba gives the return. It is now time for the destruction of this old world. Nothing of this will be useful. This is why Baba says, open a university come hospital in every home through which you receive health and wealth. This is the main thing. Acha, there's a night class of 12th January 1969, just about 7 days before Brahma Baba became aware. You poor and ordinary mothers make effort at this time and claim a high status. In the yagya, it is the mothers who help a lot, whereas very few men become helpers. Mothers do not have the intoxication of becoming heirs. The women continue to sow the seeds and continue to create their own lives. Your knowledge is accurate. And then there is devotion. Only the spiritual father comes and gives you this knowledge. If you consider the father to be your father, you would definitely claim your inheritance from him. So in the world, usually the mothers or the daughters, they don't have the intoxication that they're going to receive anything, physical inheritance from the father. But here Baba says that when you have the spiritual intoxication that you belong to the one father, even though you are in a female body, the soul definitely claims inheritance. The Father continues to inspire you to make effort and continues to explain to you. Do not waste your time. The Father knows that some are good effort makers, some are medium level, and others are of third level. If you were to ask Baba, Baba would instantly tell you whether you are first, second, or third. If you don't give this knowledge to anyone, you are third class. If you don't show any evidence, Baba would definitely tell you. The knowledge that God teaches you when He comes then disappears. No one knows this. According to the drama plan, no one can attain me through devotion or go to golden age through devotion. You children are now making effort. However, however much effort each of you made in the previous cycle, you continue to do the same. The father can understand which children are benefiting themselves. The father says, come and sit in front of the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan every day. Baba, by following your Srimad, we will definitely claim this inheritance. You definitely need to have the keen interest to make others the same as yourselves. I even write to those at the centers. You have been studying this knowledge for this many years, and if you are unable to teach others, what have you studied? You children should make progress. Throughout the day, there should be thoughts of service in your intellects. You are in the stage of retirement. There are ashrams for those who are in the stage of retirement. They are called vridashram. Ashrams for poor. Sorry, for the old. So you should go to those who have retired. Tell them the aim before they die. How will your soul go beyond sound? Impure souls cannot go there. God speaks, constantly remember me alone, and you will go into retirement, the land beyond sound. There is a lot of service that can be done in Banaras too. So many sages live there in order to reside at Kashi. There's this big temple of Kashi Vishwanath, of Shiv Baba. Throughout the day, they continue to chant Shiv Kashi Vishwanath Ganga, because that's the place where river Ganges flows. The Ganges came from Kashi through Shiv, who is the master of the world. Let there be constant applause of happiness in yourselves. You are students, are you not? You are studying, you are doing service and also studying. You have to remember the Father and claim your inheritance. We are going to Shiv Baba. This is Man Manabhav. That is, remember me. We are going to Shiv Baba. I'm going to Baba. With my mind and intellect, I'm connecting to Baba. Well, that is one Manabhav. However, many are not able to remember him. They continue to gossip. The main thing is remembrance. It is remembrance that will make you happy. All of you want there to be peace in the world. Baba says, explain to them that peace in the world is now being established. This is why Baba gives greater importance to the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. Tell them that world where there were happiness, peace, and purity is being established. Everyone says that there should be peace in the world. Many continue to receive prizes It would be the master who establishes peace in the world, the one master. In their kingdom, there was peace in the world. There was one language, one kingdom, and one religion. So, in the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan, there was peace, happiness, prosperity, oneness, one language, one kingdom, one ruler. All other souls were in the incorporeal world. Who established such a world? Who established peace? Foreigners too understand that that was the paradise, and it used to be the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. Peace in the world is now being established. Baba had explained that you should use the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan when you go around everywhere in the mornings so that that sound enters everyone's ears that the kingdom is being established, that destruction of hell is just ahead. You know that according to the drama, there will perhaps still be a delay. This is not in the fortune of eminent people. Nevertheless, Baba continues to inspire you to make effort. Service is continuing to take place according to the drama. Acha, good night. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharna. Remain very cautious of the influence of bad company. Never go into the company of impure ones. Do the service of purifying this world with the power of silence. Understand the drama very clearly and remain cheerful. Transfer everything of yours to the new world. Today's blessing. May you be constantly obedient and while seated on the heart throne, receive a tilak of success from the Father. May you be constantly obedient and while seated on the heart throne, receive a tilak of success from the Father. Every day at Amrit Vela, the Father, the bestower of fortune, gives a tilak of success to each of his obedient children. You obedient Brahmin children cannot use the words hard work or difficult in your speech or even in your thoughts. You have become easy yogis and so you never become disheartened, but you are constantly seated on the heart throne and are merciful. You finish any consciousness of I or any feeling of doubt. So again, Baba says that when we are seated on the heart throne of the Father, nothing is difficult. Everything is easy. So for us to say, oh, there's so much effort, it's hard work, Baba says these words cannot come through your lips. When I'm seated on the heart throne and I'm merciful towards everyone, I have mercy towards myself too. Baba says you will always be victorious. So it's all continuously think that I'm seated on God's heart throne. Slogan: do not think about the date of world transformation, but fix the time for your own transformation. Today's Avyak signal. Those who are royal souls with the personality of purity are called goddesses of manners. They cannot have any impurity of the vice of anger. If there is the slightest subtle form of anger, in the form of jealousy, conflict, or dislike, that too is a fire which burns inside you. Externally, you don't become red or yellow, but you become dark and dirty. So finish that ugliness and become honest and clean. So don't have any thoughts of jealousy, comparison, conflict, anger, dislike towards anyone. Everyone is playing their part. Whatever belongs to me, whatever is in my fortune, cannot be snatched away by anybody else. Everything depends on my effort. No one can snatch away my fortune. And whatever is not in my fortune, no one can give it to me. So when I have faith in my fortune, I will not have these thoughts. So today Baba is saying, remove the vices of lust and anger can only be burnt with the power of remembrance, not through devotion, not through anything else. So remembrance is the key today. Remembering the Father, becoming pure, not getting influenced by the company that we keep, keeping the company of the one Father. Transfer everything to Baba. Become a trustee. Do I have the faith to surrender everything I have to the Father? I know that Baba will take care of me. That's why, Ramesh Bhaiji, who was the CA and the lawyer of the Yagya, he used to talk about having a will, make a will, and transfer everything to Baba. So that after you, the relatives sometimes come and they try to claim. So if I didn't surrender, I didn't give it to Baba, then, right, if I don't use it, if the money, the wealth I have, if it's not used in a worthwhile way, then how will I receive the benefit, the return of that? So transfer everything to Baba through a will, right? Or physically as much as I can, because that's creating my fortune. And today Baba said that share knowledge. If you don't share knowledge, then how will you bring benefit to others? So let's remember Baba. Take your awareness beyond this physical and let go of the awareness of this body. I am a soul, a tiny point of light. I don't belong to this world. I belong to the one Father. My home is beyond this world. I connect to my Baba, the bestower, the merciful one, the one who grants salvation, my true Father. And I claim my inheritance from him. This remembrance is out of pure love. Baba loves me unconditionally, and I love Baba with all my heart. I'm seated on God's heart throne. I'm safe. I'm protected. Shanti. Om Shanti. So have a wonderful day with Baba, being seated on his heart throne. Keep experiencing the love that God is showering upon you. Om Shanti. Have a great day. Om Shanti.